Okay, we are here. Now's a great time to start the timers. Hopefully this thing works. Hold on, am I? Yeah, okay. I am heard. There you go. The timer is starting. Hello, welcome to my subathon, but prohibitively expensive. The timer was originally at 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 3 seconds, but why can't I hear myself in my headphones? Anyways, it originally started at 3 hours, 30 minutes, and 3 seconds, but the subathon timer thing that I'm using on Stream Elements only has a granularity of a minute. You can only set the number of minutes, not the number of seconds. So, and I didn't have time to recode it to make it work my way. I had to do that a little bit before. So, we're just gonna have to live with it. So you get an extra 57 seconds that we're already using up. I'm sure that'll make up for me being a few minutes late today. But yes, now we are officially in subathon territory. We have 3.5 hours at least of stream today. If you would like to add to the timer, you can. I wouldn't if I were you. A tier 1 sub adds only 2 seconds. A tier 2 sub adds 3.33 seconds. And a tier 3 sub, if you're crazy enough, will add a whopping 8.33 seconds. So that's an option if you would like. There are some incentives, so there are some commands. There's also going to be a timer popping up in chat. Ire Legion, what are you doing? Oh great, hold on, I have to move the lurk bait thing down because it's taking up the space of the timer. You listen. Okay, one thing at a time. Free, hi. I don't know, how do you say your name? Is it how I think it is? Hello, welcome on in. Iron Legion, you gave one to Mary Mango. Oh my god, that's really nice. I'm glad you got her. She's an IRL friend, so I'm glad that she got one, and you gave one to Cyclone and Anna Williams 12. I don't know who they are, but I'm glad that you got that they got them. Legion, that was completely unnecessary, and he added a whopping 6 seconds to the timer. So I would say I hope it's worth it, but it's probably not. Where was I? There are some milestones and incentives. There are some commands. So if we ever reach 20 seconds added, subathon milestones. Why isn't that working? Of course, we're starting off. Did I spell it right? Chatbot. Chat commands, custom commands. The subathon. I totally spelled it wrong in freaking Stream Elements. I put miletones instead of milestones. I'm an idiot. There you go. So if we ever reach 20 seconds added, I will do 10 seconds of ASMR. And if we reach 40 seconds, I will do some karaoke, but we're only going to do the intro. At 60 seconds added, I'm going to cut off 1 inch of hair, but only from one strand. And if we ever reach 100 seconds added, for whatever reason, I'm going to spin a wheel, and there's going to be a 1 in 100 chance that we add an hour. So, once again, if I were you, I wouldn't waste my money. Legion, thank you for the subs. I'm fearing. I've seen on Twitter that there were some instances where Twitch added 50 subs to just a 5 sub gift, which is insane. I hope that doesn't happen. Otherwise, we'll actually have to spin the wheel. There are some incentives. Hold on. Incentives. Hold on. I think Legion, you might have fulfilled an incentive. So let's double check. Forever, if you cheer 250 bits, I will do one bean boozled, smelling it only, and then God, and then I will do if you do a multiple of 100 bits in a cheer, or you gift tier 1 subs, you get to tweet for me 3 characters per tier 1 gifted, or 1 character per multiple of 100 bits. So Legion, that you gave you gifted 3 tier 1 subs. So if you want to tweet for me 9 characters, let me know. You have 9 characters. Make it good. Make it worth it. And then for every 10 seconds added, I will do 1 singular squat. I have this new Elgato prompter thing that's supposed to show chat, but it's not connecting to chat. So I think I'm going to restart the software. Yes, think about it. You have 9 characters. I feel like it's supposed to be a lot, but I feel like you can do a lot of damage with 9 characters. So nothing racist, nothing sexist, nothing too bad. Oh God, that's a huge timer message. Oh baby, yeah. Just don't be too bad. Ooh baby. Okay, cool. I will tweet that right now. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Let me just put it, if I do... Does Twitter show how many characters it is? I mean, I see it's 4 plus 4 plus a space, so I think that's fine. Okay, there we go. It's tweeted. Do I have a command, right? Twitter? So you can follow me on Twitter. Thank you, Air Legion, for that. Okay, I need to restart this software. Quit Camera Hub, restart it. Initial, okay. Is it showing? Is it showing chat? Can we, can't waste too much time. This is a subathon after all. I don't want to waste people's time. Or I can. It's prohibitively expensive for a reason. I can take as much time as I need to get things started. But the plan is for today that we are going to, or I'm going to, do a little review of all the expenses that I made for TwitchCon this year. I'm going to go through everything that I spent for TwitchCon in my San Diego trip. Okay. This camera hub that's for showing my Twitch chat is broken, so let's see if I can fix this. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, that should work now. Okay, I just have to re-add it. Okay, cool. So now I can read chat from here. Can someone, Legion, can you type something just to make sure that it works? Typing things, I see it. Yep, I can read it. You can do that. You can do that. And what's nice about this Elgato prompter is that I can use it for the presentation that I'm going to be doing. I made some Google slides just like last year. It's going to be very corporatized, so this is going to be perfect. Okay, before that, anything else I had to do? Let me tell you, like, this whole janky thing that I have. So much work because it's hard finding a subathon timer that fits my needs, that adds tenths of a second to the timer rather than, seconds or even minutes. People are cheap. So if people give like 100 bits, they'll add a minute to the timer. Like my time is more expensive. I want to sleep at the end of the day. I'm lucky enough to have a well-paying job, so my time is expensive. Hence, everything should be normalized to $1.50 per second in revenue. So, because you Legion gifted 3 subs, that should equate to 6 seconds added to the timer. I gave everyone 3.5 hours for free, so y'all better appreciate it. My job pays me too much for what I do now. If you're not too bored at your job, I'd be milking that for as much as I can. But I feel like this sort of segues into, I had an unproductive week this week in terms of work because, came back from my vacation from an incredible weekend, and then you're suddenly thrust back into working again. So I was just not in the mood. I didn't do a lot of the things that I needed to do at work. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of work next week. Oh God, jeez, that's a lot of words. I am cripplingly, painfully bored at work. Oh, I have legit 0 tasks and 8 hours a day to do them. Well, can you at least can you waste your time in other ways? So a lot of the times, instead of actually doing work, I've been doing stuff for my subathon and preparing for the presentation that I'm about to do. You have a company laptop and watch YouTube. Okay. Having to do that for 8 hours a day, I'm sure this can be a little bit expensive. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, with the subathon timer, with the weird alignment that it's... Listen, I wish this looked better than it did, but I did not have enough time. I had to do some coding in StreamerBot to do this thing because there's no tools out there that can, show the amount of seconds added. So I had to code it myself. At least I know how to do that. And they had to do, a little bit of testing. And then this whole subathon timer, I had to modify so that I could add 3.33 seconds for every tier 2 sub when it can only go down to the second. You have a company laptop and watch. Yeah. Wait, I read that. Anyways. Where was I? Okay. By the way, I uploaded the VODs of my TwitchCon stream from when I was streaming live from TwitchCon and my TwitchCon recap onto YouTube. So I do technically have a YouTube channel. If you were looking for those VODs, that's where they are. I should probably have a command for YouTube. Should I do that? Let's just do that right now. YouTube. Let's just do it right here. Command YouTube. And then do I have a YouTube channel name? Let's double check that it's there. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. That is the wrong URL. Nope. What is it? Do I not have a URL thing for my channel? View your... Oh, it's... Okay, it's this. Anyways, that's the YouTube channel. I'm going to set up a stream elements command for that. Check out my YouTube channel, which might have stuff. Okay, let's test it out. That's where I I needed a place to upload my karaoke video from when I sang karaoke at the TwitchCon block party. So unfortunately, I would have uploaded it to Twitter/X, but since I don't pay for Twitter/X, the video is too long. Freaking annoying. You can only add a video that's like up to like 2 minutes long or something, whereas the video that I want to upload is like 4 or 5 minutes. So I tried uploading it to YouTube, but YouTube's copyright detection algorithm is way too good. So it recognized the melody from when I was singing, but apparently I sang it too well, and blocked it in like the US and US territories. So most of my audience is in the US, so they're not going to be able to watch it, I don't think. So I uploaded it to Instagram. I should have an Instagram command. You boob, yeah. Freaking you boob they're freaking boob for blocking my video. Not my first run-in with copyright problems with YouTube. I shall BRB students, I must eat dinner. Okay, go eat dinner. You have a nice dinner. I'm going to find a way to link my Instagram in the meantime. That's a lot of words on my prompter that I need to scroll out of the way. Okay, so this is my Instagram. Let's create another command. Okay, does that work now? Legion. We're now at 9.33 seconds added, thanks to Legion's cheer. I hope it was worth it, but I'm sure it wasn't, because I always go back for seconds. Okay, listen. Uwu? Here's the Instagram command, and oh, I need to actually put words in that. Check out my Instagram for pictures and stuff. There we go. That's a great call to action right there. Instagram. Cool. That's a lot of information here that's going on. Wait, Legion. That's Legion. That's another. That's a 5 characters tweet that you have. Legion, if you come back, you need to give me a 5 character tweet. I'll write that down whenever you come back. That's a lot of fishes. Okay. Commands done. Subathon stuff. A productive week at work. YouTube stuff. We've been dealing with water issues in our house, so we are currently, our water is off because apparently we have a leak. A plumber came in earlier this week to fix apparently with that a leak that we had like outside. But apparently that didn't fix our leak. We still have a leak, so apparently we have a leak inside our house too. So we have buckets of water scattered throughout our bathrooms and kitchens that we have to use. Yeah, so we're dealing with that. Okay. Who was this random person that followed me on Twitter? God, I wish that timer looked less janky right now, but it's just awfully misaligned. I'm gonna block this person. Okay, should we just get into it? We gotta review our expenses. How do I show this? How can I best show this? Do we just maximize it in this window? If I do full screen, no, that's not what I want. Oh, God damn it. Did that wrong. Presenter view. How often is that timer? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, because that's a huge wall of text that I don't want in chat. Milestone. Oh, Subathon. Oh, I could just do them as separate lines. That's what I could do. Subs. Rain on me. Do I want chat lines? Let's say no chat lines. We'll just increase it like every 10 minutes or so. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, let's actually get into the presentation that we're supposed to be doing today. Oops. Hopefully all the numbers that I put together actually make sense. So I did kind of do this quickly. Yeah, that works. Wait, what does it look like? Oh, before that, let me... Let's do it like... Just trying to figure out a way to rearrange these windows. Okay. Oh, why am I drinking all this? I want to try this thing. When I went to TwitchCon, there's a bunch of booths selling like energy drink, powders, stuffs, bars, energy bars. So I have a bunch of samples. So there's this one from Gaia energy drink mix. Had a booth giving out samples. So need some energy for today for this really super long Subathon that we add 9 seconds to. I should have just grabbed more. Oh well. I just got one. And then I have a bunch of these energy bars that I tried one of and they were disgusting. That's it, energy bars. There was a pineapple one that I took a bite of and threw it away because it was disgusting. Sorry. Sorry to that's it. It tasted disgusting. Yeah, man. Surely there's a... I'm searching for that real love. Yeah. Random straw. Just gonna stir this drink with my straw. Oh, the powder's kind of stuck to the ice. Doesn't look like it really didn't change the color of the water that much. Maybe I put too much water in here. I barely taste it. It's too dilute. Oh well. I think that's fine. Because if it's disgusting, at least it's like dilute disgusting. Tastes fine. Oh no, it's not. I just sucked up a bunch of powder. I was sitting at the bottom. I need like a shaker bottle or something. I don't have one though. Is that better? No. Sour. Just don't eat the powder raw. Should we just look at this scene? We can make this wider. Hold on. That's better. You can see that more. Can I place this somewhere else? Nah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, we'll live with that. All right. So we did this last year. We reviewed the TwitchCon expenses for last year, which was in Las Vegas 2023. This is 2024. They already announced the dates for 2025. So this is a good, perhaps some good ideas to put in your head as to how much to spend for next year. 2025, you have a whole year. You have more than a year to save up for TwitchCon if you plan on going. And you should probably save up just in case you plan on going. And if you save up and decide not to go, then you can just put that money towards other things. This needs to be... Hold on, I'm trying to play with the opacity here. Oh, that's as low as it can go. Can I... Oh, I can do this. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right, so there's going to be a lot of numbers, so apologies if it's boring, but this is important stuff. We're going to go through a lot of numbers. So to intro off, this isn't working. So this is going to be my second installment of the TwitchCon expenses stream, with the aim, hopefully, of providing some transparency about the cost of going to a convention like TwitchCon. Everything that I'm going to be talking about is hopefully in the spirit of promoting healthy personal finance, both in financial transparency and to give some ideas on how you might need to budget for next year's TwitchCon, which is going to be October 17th through 19th, the weekend after Columbus Day, or whatever holiday is in October. So, as I'm starting to present these numbers, don't feel the need to support me monetarily, Legion, through bits or subs. I know this is Subathon, but it's prohibitively expensive for a reason. Everything that I'm going to be talking about has been budgeted and accounted for. Okay. So the two questions that we're going to be asking ourselves, and how we're basically formatting this whole thing, is how much did I spend this year? And how does that compare to the past 2 years? So as far as the categories go, I'm going to be using the same budget categories as last year, so we can provide a more direct comparison. So that includes how much the badge costs, how much I spent on attractions, how much I spent on gambling, which I'll get into, how much I spent on merch, gas and transit, important stuff, ride shares, parking, shopping, which I would, for whatever reason, I separated two between merch and shopping, but and then food and the hotel, and then of course there's sometimes some unexpected expenses, so we have a buffer category for things that we haven't accounted for in our budget. So for some context, this year I arrived early. Hold on. Let's move this over a bit. Okay. Which means we can move this here? Yeah, that works. Nope. Cool. So yeah. I arrived early to be a tourist in San Diego. I went to college in San Diego, but since I was a poor college student, I didn't get to tour around as much or explore the city as much as I would have wanted, because I didn't really have a car, and I'm a poor college student and I couldn't pay for a lot of stuff. So it's mostly stuck on campus. If that's something that you're going to be doing as well, touring around, your costs are going to be higher. So if you just arrive mostly for the days of TwitchCon, you're probably going to have lower costs than I have. Another thing is that I am local to Southern California. So I was able to save money by being able to drive and not having to fly in. So if you're flying in from out of state, you need to consider some flight costs and flight I've never had to pay for a flight to TwitchCon since it's been mostly been near or in Southern California. So that is not a budget category that we're going to be going over. And also, I like to think that I had a larger budget than most. I have a pretty well paying job, so I have the privilege of being able to budget more for this trip. So there are some areas in which I splurged a little bit. So if the numbers are higher than you are typically comfortable with, just be aware that I splurged in some areas a little bit more compared to other people. And I'm sure there are easier ways. There are ways that you can cut some costs, certainly, from the numbers that I'm going to be presenting. So here's a little table of a bit of a comparison between all the different years. In 2022, it was in San Diego. The convention dates were October 7th through 9th. On that year, I didn't spend much time outside of San Diego staying there, so I only stayed there for 5 days, 4 nights, basically from the day before TwitchCon to the day after. And I stayed at the San Diego Marriott Gaslamp Quarter, which was near the convention center, within walking distance, like a few blocks. And then the convention itself was, of course, at San Diego Convention Center. Last year in Las Vegas, 2023, it was October 20th to 22nd. I stayed there many days before, basically the Monday before. So I stayed there for 8 days, 7 nights. Stayed at the Link Hotel in Las Vegas on the Strip. One of the more budget options, I believe, in Vegas. And then the convention was at the Las Vegas Convention Center in West Hall. This year, it was in September, which is interesting enough. It'll be going back to October next year. I basically did the same thing as I did last year in terms of how long I stayed. I stayed from the Monday before to the Monday after. So that's a total of 8 days, 7 nights, September 16th through 23. And to save money, I split up my hotel stays. So at the beginning of the week, I stayed at a hotel called the Old Town Inn, near Old Town San Diego, walking distance near the Old Town trolley station, which is one of the reasons why I stayed there. Really convenient. But I did splurge a little bit there, which I'll get into because I didn't get like the cheapest room there. And then once on the convention days, I checked out on Thursday the 19th to check into the Margaritaville, which is located in the Gaslamp Quarter of downtown San Diego, because I really wanted to be within walking distance of the convention center and did not want to have to deal with Ubers. Of course, there's a premium associated with that, so which we'll go into later. And of course, the location this year was once again at the San Diego Convention Center. So let's start getting into the numbers. Once I'm going through these numbers, feel free to chime in on how much you spent in these categories if you feel comfortable. There are some categories where I'm going to be providing per day and per night costs, where I thought it was appropriate because that's a good way to normalize some of the costs and be able to compare between the different years, and for you to determine how much you would spend based on how long you are staying. Everything's going to be in US dollars. There's going to be a lot of numbers, so I'm not going to be converting all these currencies to different currencies. So have a currency converter on standby if you're watching right now or on the VOD later on, so you can know what these numbers mean. Okay, so the badge this year, I spent $349 total, budgeted for that. That's the actual amount spent as well. This was more than I'd spent than in Vegas and in San Diego, because this year I decided to go to the block party. The badge itself was $239, which was a $10 increase from last year, and which was a nearly $40 increase from 2022. And the party ticket itself was $110. They did offer a bundle like very early on for an early bird bundle that gave like $10 off, but I didn't think that was worth it for me because I wasn't dead set yet on going to the party. But I found out some other people were going, so I figured, let's go. So I'm totally fine with paying the extra $10. I think it was totally worth it. As far as next year goes, who knows? They might. There's a good chance that they're going to increase the price again because inflation and stuff. So maybe it'll be $240, $250 next year, which is a lot for a lot of people. So if the price of the badge itself really concerns you and feels expensive to you, don't come to TwitchCon. It's not worth it. You're going to be spending thousands of dollars. I'm spoiling the end for you, but you're probably going to be spending thousands of dollars to go to TwitchCon. So if that's the idea of spending thousands of dollars to go to TwitchCon sounds expensive and doesn't feel like it's in your budget, maybe skip out next year and you just have to live vicariously through other people. There's a lot of people IRL streaming from TwitchCon. I think that'll be pretty fun in itself, hopefully. But yeah, $250 is potentially, that's my prediction, is a lot to spend on a badge. That's compared to DreamHack, which is maybe 100 something. I think it's a bit of a smaller convention, but more intimate perhaps. Anyways, talking out of my ass. Nearly $350 spent on the badge. The next category that is the attractions and shows. No shows for me this year, but I'm including shows because last year I spent a lot. This year I budgeted around $100 for attractions. The actual amount that I spent was $77.95. That's for going to 3 separate museums in San Diego. So I went to initially the Birch Aquarium. I got my ticket online. That was a $29.95 ticket for 1 adult, I believe. They had free parking there, and there's a really nice aquarium. It's a pretty small aquarium, but it's very intimate, and the people there are very knowledgeable. There are some cute penguins. You can touch some sea creatures in the tide pools. So that's pretty nice. I think that was worth it for me. And then I visited Balboa Park and paid for one museum in there, which was the Japanese Friendship Garden, if you call that a museum. Fantastic place to peruse around and just look at nice, pretty plants. And then I spent $32 to go to the USS Midway Museum. I did that on, I believe, Wednesday. They say to spend around 3 to 4 hours there. I spent nearly 5. You can spend a lot of time there. So I think that $32 was well worth it, just based on how much time you can spend just going around that ship. I nearly spent more because Balboa Park has a bunch of museums, and they all have their own prices. There's not it's not like a park that you can get into and just visit all the museums. They're all separately operated museums. But they do have a thing called the Balboa Park Explorer Pass that costs maybe $40 or $50 to visit maybe 4 museums in one day. Or if you want to want to spend more than one day at the museum or visit more than 4 museums, you could pay around $65 or something. And that would get you basically a pass to something like a one visit to every museum there. The problem was I wasn't sure if I was gonna have enough time to visit all the museums, because all the museums pretty much close at 5 p.m. every day. Not like Las Vegas where everything closes way later. So I'm glad that I didn't get that pass. I think I got enough enjoyment out of walking around the Japanese Friendship Garden and then just walking around Balboa Park itself. And then not only that, some museums sometimes have days where they have free admission. So I happened to come on a day they had free admission to the Mingei International Art History Museum or something. It's a museum about folk art, and they specifically had exhibits all about indigo, the indigo dye that's used in various cultures to color fabrics and everything else blue. So that was cool and interesting. But for next year, if I ever decide to come back and do some more touristy stuff in San Diego, next year, which I very well might. There is a hack. If you are a Southern California resident, what you can do, what I had tried to do this year was I got a library card for the San Diego Library, public library. They have a location in downtown San Diego, the San Diego Central Library. It's next to the Park and Market trolley station, like near the 12th. I don't know, where is it? It's in downtown. You can go there, either take public transportation or walk there, and you can get a free library card. And what you do with that is that once you get the library card, you log into Discover and Go. Let me see if we can get the link to that. San Diego discoverandgo.net. Yeah. So you go to this website once you have your library card. It's totally free and the membership is valid for a year. And then in order to renew the membership, I think you either have to go in person, but I think they have an option to do it over a video call with the librarian to renew your card. So you go to that website, enter your library card number and your PIN, and it'll give you a list of transactions that have offers to go visit them for free. So you can go to the Main Gay International Museum like I did. You can go to the Museum of Us. You could even potentially go get the San Diego passes to the San Diego Zoo if you're lucky enough. But I think they have a limited amount. So right now I'm looking at the site and they don't have passes available at this time. And they have new passes every month. So I'm imagining the San Diego Zoo passes are first to go. You'd have to be pretty lucky. But yeah, they have a bunch of museums here that I'm pretty sure are at Balboa Park. So if you want to be able to visit some of these museums for free and you're a Southern California resident, see if you can go to San Diego, visit a library, get a library card, and use that to visit some of these museums for free. Yeah. Let's see if I need some water. Let's see if the powder dissolved. Yeah. Oh, ad's about to start in 5 minutes. Okay, let's see if we can get through this quickly. At least these couple slides. And then we can take a quick break. Last year, this is going to skew things a little bit for Vegas. Vegas has a bunch of shows, and Adele had a residency. So I got some tickets for Adele for me and my mom. So I budgeted $1,544.16. I know it's a weird number. Just go with it. I actually spent $1,400.85. Where are my notes about how much I spent on the Adele tickets? I know I wrote them somewhere. Apparently I didn't. Yeah, the vast majority of that was Adele tickets, where I think I spent like $1,300 on tickets. The tickets themselves were like $800 each for the seats that we got. But I told my mom, like, you just pay me this amount and I'll cover the rest. So that's why my share is a little bit more. I totally at that cost. I was totally fine. Had a great time with my mom. So that was totally worth it for me. And then I did other things like go on the big Ferris wheel thing in Las Vegas. So this is a huge outlier in terms of these numbers. But in 2022, I don't think I spent anything. Yeah, I budgeted nothing for attractions. Actually spent nothing because I came the day before TwitchCon, left the day after, so I didn't have time to go to the museums and stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can do this in 3 minutes. Gambling. Okay. So this year I wasn't planning on gambling. It's not like gambling is a huge thing, but I had to check out of my hotel by 11 a.m. at the Old Town Inn. And then my check-in at the new hotel, the Margaritaville, was at 4. So, I had lunch, but I still have more time to kill. So, there are Indian casinos in Southern California, and there's a few in the San Diego area that are terribly far drive. So I drove about 40 minutes to Siquan Casino, and I told myself, okay, we're gonna withdraw $100, and if we win something, we win something. If we lose, it's fine. We're gonna cut it off at $100, and I'm sure $100 I'll be able to like knock off an hour. So technically didn't budget anything, but I just the $100 came out of the different part of my budget, so that's what that is. Unfortunately, lost everything. But if we compare that to last year, I did great. Last year, get ready for these numbers. I budgeted $1,300, and the actual amount spent or lost was $1,198.29. $1,200, $100 below budget, but still a lot of money. The whole thing was I wanted to try to get points to be able to get like free comps and stuff, which I did sort of get because I went to Vegas the following December, and so I got some of that money back. But not typically worth it, and you do not have to spend this much. This was like first vacation really of the year in 2023. I didn't really do much early in the year, so I had a lot of money to spend. So figured why not try to put it towards comps and gambling. Not that I don't plan on spending this much again whenever I go to Vegas, because it's like I'm sure it's usually not worth it. And then San Diego budgeted $0 and actually spent $0. So that's that. Ads are about to start in 1 minute, so this is a good time for me to take a break. So I will see you in a few minutes after these ads. Get some sleep. But that's for the end of the freaking stream. Get some water. Go pee. Do all that good stuff. And I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Okay. Ads are still going, but I feel like this would be a perfect opportunity to try one of the potential disgusting energy bars that I got from TwitchCon. This is a Pina Colada Blends plus caffeine. Hopefully I won't be too energetic. So I'm having a energy drink and an energy bar. And it's 3 p.m. No, what a lovely color. Ooh. This isn't even an incentive. This is just me trying stuff. Really tough. This should be a challenge in itself. I'm sorry, that's it. And the brand is called That's It. I'm sorry, but that's it for me. I had one bite and that was enough. That wasn't good. This energy drink is a little bit better. I hope I was on the desktop theme that whole time. Yeah, I should have been because I adjusted things around. God, I need to wash that down. That was disgusting. This music's a little too chill. Hold on. Let's see if I can find something else. Don't want people to be going to sleep. This presentation, I'm sure, is boring enough. We already listened to this song. Okay, this works fine. All right, so we just went over gambling. The next category is merch. I budgeted $100. I actually spent $114.22. So unfortunately, a little bit over budget. Over $100 of that was from the Loot Cave, the TwitchCon Loot Cave. I wanted to find some shirts. I wanted a TwitchCon shirt, but they didn't. They ran out of the one that I had in my size, but they did have this one. My favorite emote, global emote, Dino Dance. So glad I got this shirt. This shirt was originally sold out inside the convention at the Loot Cave, but they had, what was nice is that they had some like carts or something. They weren't carts. They had some like smaller Loot Cave stations outside of TwitchCon, and that's where I got this shirt. It was my size was still in stock there, so I was lucky in that regard. And then I got some pins. I got some Dino Dance pins because it's my favorite global emo. And then I got a TwitchCon pin. And what was the other one that I got? I got something else. Oh yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Billy the Kid. I got this thing. It's cute as fuck and squishy. Can you tell that I love Dino Dance? I really went in on the Dino Dance stuff this year, so I got a Dino Dance plushie. And then I spent $10.78 on a pin, a gotcha pin at the Offline Mart booth by Offline TV, and got really lucky. If only my luck would have translated to earlier in the week when I was at the casino. But I spent $10 on to get a pin. I got a rare pin, and then I got a free shirt because I was lucky. So that's what this thing is. In case you didn't see from last stream, I didn't open the box yet because they didn't have my size. So this might just have to like live with this box. It's a nice box. What does this 24 mean? There's a 24. Oh, it's illustrated by at Wade JPEG. Shout out to him or her. It's probably, I don't know. I'm not going to assume gender. So that was sort of worth it. That sort of made up for my bad luck at the casino. Last year in Vegas, I budgeted also $100, and I spent $30.40. I was under budget last year. I think that was because I went to the Loot Cave on like the last day when a lot of the stuff was already sold out. I tried to go on the first day this year, but I was busy. So unfortunately I couldn't get some of the stuff that I wanted, but I still spent a lot. But yeah, last year, most of the stuff that I wanted was gone, so I couldn't spend as much as I wanted because I wasn't interested in the stuff. In 2022, I also budgeted $100 and spent $42.83. So yeah, this year. There are the numbers. Last year I spent $30.40. This year I spent $42.83. So this year this is the most I ever spent on merch. All right, so next up we have gas in transit. This year I budgeted $100. There's sort of an asterisk to that. In order to like keep my budget for my vacation budget down, because I had a surplus. I don't drive around a lot because I work from home, so I have a pretty big surplus right now for like transit and stuff and gas. So instead of pulling out of my vacation budget, I'm pulling out of my gas budget to pay for gas, even if it's on vacation. You know, this personal choice I made of how I categorize things. So if I were to put a number to how much I budgeted for gas, I would estimate $100, which would come out to $12.50 per day. The actual amount that I spent was $51.83, or about $6.48 per day. How is that possible? Well, of course I drive. I only had to go to the gas station once. I didn't drive around much during the actual week or had to drive far. So only one gas station trip. So I spent $41.83 there. And then how I otherwise got around while I was at least staying at the Old Town Inn, since it was next to the trolley station, I spent $11 total on transit fares. On one day, spent like $5 for like two total. So each trip on the trolley is $2.50. And I only went on like 2 trips. And then the next day, I spent $6 because you can spend a max. You can only spend a max of $6 if you use what they call if you use the Pronto card. So there's a special card that you use to pay for transit on San Diego's buses and trolleys. It's called the Pronto card, or you can download the Pronto app. And if you use that, it'll automatically cap the fare for you. Each trip costs $2.50, and that $2.50 includes 2 hours of free transfers. So if you need to transfer to another route, or you basically get to travel free for 2 hours. And then once the 2 hours is up, once you tap again at the fare validator, it's another $2.50. But if you make 3 trips in a day, you only get to spend a max of $6. So it's a great way to save money. So if you're in San Diego, use the public transit as much as you can, if possible, if it's feasible. There are parts of San Diego, especially outside of downtown, that is just, they don't have great transit infrastructure. There's like maybe buses, but sometimes they only come every 30 minutes or so, and that's really inconvenient. I know there's some cheaper hotels further outside of downtown in the Hotel Circle area, but they have a bus that comes around like maybe 30 minutes and then takes you down to Old Town Transit Center, and then you have to take another trolley from there. So it's just, not super convenient. Or if you actually like try to park downtown, it's expensive. Where was I going with this? Yeah, if you're further from downtown, transit options may not be super convenient. So it might be better to just like maybe take an Uber, or rent a car if possible, if that's within your budget. That's obviously more expensive, but depending on what you want to do, that could be a better option for you. What else? Yeah, and if you're parking downtown, the parking is super expensive there. Like if you're gonna be there for like a day pass, maybe like $15 to $20. Whereas what I did sometimes was like, even though I was like right next to the trolley station, I drove to the trolley station at Old Town, parked there because they have free park and ride. And then I took the train into Little Italy and came back. I didn't have to pay for parking in Little Italy, which would normally cost at least $10 to $15. And if you park overnight, it's fucking expensive, but I'll get into it later. But yeah, if you can, consider taking transit in San Diego. Usually if you're like near a train station. I know one person that I know that went to TwitchCon used the trolley. It was convenient for them. But there were some other people that I know that I think rented an Airbnb in like Ocean Beach or something, and they had to take Ubers, which was fine if you're sharing an Uber. So yeah, only spent $51.83 in gas and transit, which I think is a great deal. Last year, I budgeted $150, and actually spent $157.24. That translates to about 1966 per day on average. Some of the contributing factors for that was that it was Vegas. So I had to drive to Vegas and then drive from Vegas. So that's a bit of a far drive from Southern California. And then they also paid for the monorail. I stayed at a hotel that was next to a monorail stop, so there was a little bit of a cost associated with that as well. And then in 2022 in San Diego, I budgeted $100, which was about $20 a day back then because I only stayed for 5 days. I actually spent $57.95 or about $11.59 per day. I think it's that I just drove around more a little bit. So yeah, the gas and transit. Up next, we have ride shares. Ride shares. I budgeted $0 and I actually spent $0. I was depending on mostly on being able to use my car. And if I ever did need to take a ride share, like for example, if I was going to be drinking a lot late into the night and, I can't drive a car, can't use public transit because I think they close after a certain time, I would have had to use ride share, which would have been fine for me because I would have dipped into my transportation budget, which is separate from my vacation budget, which is at a surplus. That's a lot of stuff to say. That's just a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah. Last year, Vegas, budgeted $100. That was not enough. I spent actually $157. The thing about Vegas is that it's not nearly as walkable as downtown San Diego. That's one of the things that San Diego has above Vegas. Way more walkable. You can walk to things much easier. Everything is basically in the Gaslamp Quarter. Even all like the after parties and stuff was in the Gaslamp Quarter. Because why would you go further than that? There's a bunch of bars and restaurants and clubs there that people can hold events at. So there was really no need to Uber everywhere unless you lived or were staying somewhere further away. Vegas, on the other hand, everything is only within driving distance. You can walk to from casino to casino, but it could be hot, and everything is further than it seems it is in Vegas. So all the places that I wanted to go in Vegas, you had to drive there, unfortunately. Like I couldn't just walk from my hotel to the Las Vegas Convention Center. I mean, I could have, but it would have taken like 30, 40 minutes at least. And I was not about that. So I had to I was lucky enough to be able to use a monorail. But there were times where people were hanging out in downtown Las Vegas, and that's farther away. You can't walk there. So I had to take an Uber there in the middle of when we were Young Fest. So there was surge pricing. So there were rides that I paid $50 for, including tip. So I'm glad that I didn't have to do that this year. I could walk to most places. I happened to have a hotel that was in the Gaslamp Quarter, so I didn't need to use Ubers as much. In 2022, I believe that was pretty much the same as this year. I budgeted $100, expecting to perhaps needing to have to use an Uber. Didn't actually spend anything. So this year I didn't actually budget for it because I wasn't expecting to. That's one of the great things about, tracking your expenses and your budgets. You can look back to what worked a couple years ago, adjust your budget, and be able to better plan for how much you're going to spend. Which is why I budgeted $0 for ride shares this year. All right, so that is all the transportation categories about how to get around. So I thought it would be a good way to normalize these costs to total them up together. So combined transportation costs, which includes gas, transit, and rideshare. In San Diego this year, I budgeted a total of $100. Actually spent $51.83. That includes the gas. That includes the gas for my car and $11 in transit fares. Compared to last year, I budgeted $250 and actually spent $314. A lot of that was because of the higher than expected rideshare costs. Because the monorail network in Vegas is not as extensive as it should be. So yeah, that's about $40 a day in Vegas. Where compared to this year, $6.48. I spent way less. But San Diego budgeted $200, spent $57.95 or $11.59 per day. So it was even less this year than it was 2 years ago. Now here is the kicker, which is the next category: parking. Parking. So I live in California, so it's not like I can fly in and get an Uber to where I go. I had to bring my car. So, and I had to find a way to park it somewhere. I budgeted $350, expecting to have to shell out a lot of money. I actually spent $260, which I say it like, oh, it's so much more cheap. It's not really. On average, that was around $37.14 per night. But all of the parking costs for me having to park my car valet only at the Margaritaville Hotel in San Diego. So that was $65 a night. Let that sink in. If you bring a car to downtown San Diego and have to park it at a hotel overnight, where usually the hotels are only valet only, $65 a night. I believe 2 years ago it was $50 a night, which at the time I thought was a lot. But it went up $65 a night. And I believe I checked the valet prices for other hotels. It's around the same price. So if you bring a car and you want to park it downtown, it's expensive. I mean, I think there are other options available. You can self-park at a separate parking facility that would be a little bit cheaper, maybe $20 to $30, maybe $40 per night. But I don't know if they had in and out privileges. And I was perhaps planning on being able to just take my car in and out. And I'm not sure if there would be parking available the whole time. Was because there are games. There are Padres games happening that weekend on the same dates. So that complicated things too. So I figured for peace of mind, I'll pay for the valet parking at the hotel. It's probably going to be guaranteed because they have to prioritize their hotel guests. So that I had to pay for the premium of peace of mind to have a place to park my car. So yeah, so that and then when I was staying at the Old Town Inn earlier in the week, parking was free there. So that's part of the reason why I was parking there, because parking was free. Last year, Vegas, I budgeted $150. Unfortunately, there was an era of Vegas where all the parking was free. Not anymore. Most of the hotels are now charging for parking, albeit not as much as in San Diego for valet only, but you still have to pay. I actually spent $126, which is an average of $18 per night. That was mostly to park at the Link Hotel. Self-parking, no valet. Although I think they offer valet, but I don't want to use that. They have big parking garages, which is part of the reason why everything's so goddamn far apart, because they have to account for parking for cars. They want to accommodate cars. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. And then San Diego last year, I budgeted $350 or about $87.50 per night. That was a little bit too much, I think. With how much did I actually spend? $233. So yeah, $58.29 per night. So that's not really a super accurate comparison though, because it looks like that I spent less per night than I did 2 years ago. But that was because I was able to park for free for 3 total nights at the Old Town Inn. I still have to pay $65 a night. for parking at downtown. And yeah, it was around $50 per night at the San Diego Marriott, which is also the same kind of situation. They only offered valet. And I think part of that is tip too. I tipped the drivers, the valet people. Didn't do that this year because I was like, fuck that, dude. I paid $65 a night for parking. I'm not going to tip you. It's fine. Like I think the customers like to tip maybe $1 or $2 for like if you have like a driver like a cheaper car, which I do. I was like, I didn't have to get my car out until I actually checked out. So I was like, it's just they'll be fine. They'll be fine without my $2. I didn't tip the valet driver. Cancel me. But I paid $65 a night for parking, which is insane. I'm sure I could have like maybe perhaps actually tried to find a self parking garage, but I didn't want it to deal with that. Yeah. And like the other option was that I was considering was to actually just leave my car from where I live and take a bus from where I live, which was an option, but I would have had to leave at 6 a.m. on Monday or something like that. Some god-forsaken early hour. And I was like, I'm not about that. I still wanted to do some other stuff a little bit because I think on Monday I visited a bakery, went to a restaurant, had some lunch, wanted to take it easy. It's a vacation. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m., 4 a.m. to check out and wait for a bus to take me to where I go. When I have the entire day, I have a day off. I want to do stuff on my last day. So I had to eat those costs. Or I didn't have, I thought it was worth it to eat the costs of having to park my car. Maybe we'll reconsider for next year. Anyway, so it might be, I decided it might be a good indicator to combine the transportation and parking costs. So that's what I did. So total, I budgeted $450 for this year. I actually spent $311.83 on combined transportation and parking costs, which translates to about $38.98 per day. Last year, budgeted $400. Actually spent $440, $55 per day. So it's actually kind of a little bit cheaper this year than last year. I think last year was more expensive because not only did I have to pay for parking, but I had to pay for ride shares and then driving to and from Vegas. So that's I didn't actually have actually think about that. Because I feels like the parking costs were like super expensive in my mind, but I actually spent less than last year. Same lengths of stay, both 8 days, 7 nights. Yeah. So props to San Diego for being a little bit cheaper in that regard. In the other regards, no. San Diego last 2 years ago, budgeted $550, expecting to spend a lot. Actually spent $290.95, which is actually $58.19 per day. Because why? Oh yeah, because this year I parked for free for several of those days. But I'm sure if we cut out the days where I had to park or where I was able to park for free this year, I think the cost this year would technically be more expensive. But yeah, on an average per day cost, San Diego 2 years ago was more expensive. But overall, I spent less because I stayed there for less amount of time. Yeah. So that's combined transportation and parking. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Shopping. This year I budgeted $60, not expecting not to spend much. Unfortunately, I did spend a lot. I spent $288.75. Severely over budget in this category. Some of it was the gift shops of the museums that I went to. So I spent $10.78 at the Birch Aquarium for a pin. And then I spent $7.53 at the USS Midway Museum for another pin. And then at the Friendship Garden, I spent $29 and what is that, 9 cents? like $29 for like a boba straw thing and a special kimono art thing. But most of the money was spent on what I'm looking at right now, a new Elgato prompter, which cost me in total, oh god, that's hard to read, $241.35. Um, I've always I looked at the prompter when I saw it. I was like, that seems like a really cool thing to have. But you know, like I'm a super small streamer, and it's not like I have a real need for this, but it's cool, and I'd like to be able to like do things like this, perhaps, to be able to do a presentation while looking at the camera, and also look at chat while looking at the camera. So this is by no means a necessary expense for me as a small streamer, but it was 20% off. The original price, I believe, was $279 plus tax, but it was 20% off at TwitchCon. So I sometimes you make the not so budgetary minded purchase, and you just give into the impulses and buy stuff. So hence the large price that you see here, the large amount spent on shopping. It's fine. I'll live at the end of the day. Every now and then you got to be okay with making those impulse purchases, so long as you keep your budget under control, which I'm sure I'm going to be able to. Last year I budgeted $60 again, which is why I only budgeted $60 for this year. I actually spent $28.43 last year, and then San Diego 2022 budgeted nothing, spent nothing. So did not do great this year in terms of shopping, only because of this one specific purchase. Okay, up next is one of the largest percentages of my budget this year for TwitchCon, which was food. I budgeted $800, or about $100 a day. Fully expecting to eat out for every single one of my meals, and not having a kitchen, not being able to cook food. So, sort of giving myself the liberty to splurge a little bit. I'm sure you could get away with spending less per day, but I felt like budgeting a little bit more. Unfortunately, I still went a little bit over budgeted. I spent actually $815.21. Only about $15 over budget, which I think is pretty good, because I was like, throughout the week I was like, okay, I spent a little bit less so far, so I can probably afford to spend a little bit more on certain stuff. So my highest expense so far from that weekend was when I went to Haidi Lao, which is a hot pot place that I think is like popular in China, and they're known for their flying noodles and stuff. And I always wanted to try it out. But yeah, friggin' it's kind of expensive for what you get. So I unexpectedly spent like $75.25 there, including tip. So I'm probably not going to go there again. I'm sure there are other places in San Diego to have hot pot for cheaper and a better value. But I went there once. I'm glad I could say I went there once. Probably not going to go there again. But there are other places where I also spend a lot of money. I spent $37 on fish and chips because I was like, I really want to eat at this place that's by the pier, or at the pier, and have a view of the water. Hence $37 fish and chips. I'm sure hopefully next year, if I ever go, I'll try to find cheaper places to eat, which I'm sure many of them exist. Last year, I budgeted a lot, $1133.87, or about $141 a day. I actually spent $1,089.87. This is a lot in part because my family, extended family, was visiting or came from the Philippines. So my mom came with me to see Adele. So she thought, oh, let's bring the family as well. So I offered to pay for a dinner. So a large part of this is paying for dinner for like 8 or 10 people. So that's why it's so big. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. My notes say, oh, I paid for dinner for 9 people, and it was my dad's birthday. So, which is fine. If I only included my share of food, it would have totaled to $746 per day, or about $93 per day. So if you based on if I had to pay for myself, I spent a little bit less in Vegas, which is interesting. San Diego, $217 budgeted per day, 43.52. Actually spent $277.85, or $55 a day. Makes me think, how did I spend so much less 2 years ago? How? Yeah, I guess this year I just like splurged more. Maybe I need to give myself a smaller budget next year so that I'm less incentivized to spend $37 on fish and chips and like $30 on a small plate of pasta. Hi, BB Fan Fun. Hello. Welcome on in. We're going over my TwitchCon expenses. I think we're coming up near the end of it. We're getting to the good numbers. Yeah, how did I spend nearly only like half as much last year? I mean, 2 years ago. I mean, this is a per day cost. Nearly $60 per day 2 years ago. Spent nearly $100 a day this year, which is a lot. It's a lot. I guess part of it is, food costs going up, restaurant prices went up. I mean, that's probably part of the reason why, right? Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay. Here and then the hotel. Inflation. Yeah, I'm sure inflation played a big part in that. So the hotel costs, right? This year I budgeted a total of $2,200. I sort of gave myself the permission to splurge a bit. So the way that I sort of got into this number is that the accommodation at the Old Town Inn, which is where I stayed at like the first few days, that was about $700. But a lot of that was going to be how much I spent for the hotel downtown. I decided that I wanted to try to stay in the Gaslamp quarter of San Diego so that I would be able to be within walking distance, like a few minutes walk of the San Diego Convention Center. I wanted that convenience, so I decided to eat that cost. But the price of the hotel was like, what was it? What did the notes say? Like 300 something dollars, $320 per night, plus taxes and fees. So yeah. So the actual cost, $22.55 per night. At the Old Town Inn, where I stayed for 3 nights, that was $710.77 total. And that's for their nice room over there. I easily could have saved money by having a regular room, but I splurged on a hotel with a jacuzzi. Which I think it was worth it because I was walking around a lot. I walked 17,000 steps on Tuesday and Wednesday each. So it was nice to be able to come back to my hotel room at the end of the night and just soak in my tub, let my feet heal for like 30 minutes in the tub. Um, and it's a vacation. But the Margaritaville Hotel in downtown was I spent a total of 17. Sorry, it's hard to see on this screen. $1,788.16 total on the bill. 260 of that was parking, which was charged to my room, and then the rest of that was the room itself. $1,528.16, which comes out to on average $382.40 per night, taxes and fees included. I mean, yikes. I mean, that's the price to pay for convenience, right? But I'm sure if you want to go to TwitchCon next year, you can find ways to. Probably the best way to save some money is to book a hotel further out from downtown. You're gonna have to Uber in, so they have to factor in those costs, or if possible, take public transportation like the trolley. But if you're like splitting a room with someone and like you can split a Uber with someone, that'll help keep your costs down, I'm sure. But yeah, I was basically by myself, so I had to eat those costs. You know, the cost of being a solo traveler. There's a big tax associated with that. And part of the hotel costs for Margaritaville, that included $10 daily resort fee. It's originally $30, but since I booked through, I think TwitchCon's hotel partner, it was discounted. But like, is it Vegas? All of the Vegas hotels charge resort fees, but suddenly some hotels in San Diego is charging resort fees too. And then that also includes that. Well, it doesn't include. I also provided $10 a tip to the housekeepers, and then at the Old Town Inn, I gave like $7 in tips in total. So compared to last year in Vegas, $1,696.33. I know it's a weird number, but I did some weird budget stuff. Actually spent $1,664, so pretty close, or about $237.76 per night. So hotels were cheaper in Vegas, but that's because I chose a more budget option in Vegas, whereas I chose a more sort of luxurious option in San Diego, which is weird. It was a Margaritaville Hotel San Diego. I didn't have high expectations for that hotel because the Margaritaville brand cruise ships are known to be super cheap and really bad cruises. So there's a bit of an irony there because the hotel was actually quite nice. The hotel room was quite nice. The lobby was pretty nice. They had entertainment in the lobby on some days. So surprisingly, Margaritaville Hotel is a bit of a more luxury feel. But 2 years ago, San Diego, at the San Diego Marriott Gaslamp Quarter, budgeted $1,300 or about $325 per night, so around the same price. I actually spent $1,165.60 or about $291 per night. So on average, a little bit less expensive 2 years ago, but if we just talked about the hotels where I stayed at downtown, spent significantly more to stay downtown than I did 2 years ago. I mean, that's part of the reason I would have stayed in downtown for the entire week, but that's expensive, having to pay for parking for all that time. So I had to cut down costs by staying at the Old Town Inn. All right. So that's the main stuff. And then, you gotta prepare for unexpected costs. So you gotta have a buffer. So I usually add 5 to 10% on top of my budget for unforeseen costs. So for me this year, that was $197.95. I actually spent only $13.95. And that was for a Walgreens run to get water and like a travel size thing of Tylenol because I was expecting to be having some foot pain. Last year, I had budgeted buffer of $361.66. I actually spent nothing from that. And then in San Diego, budgeted $230, spent $11.94, which I think was also a similar thing where I went to CVS to get like some pain medication. So, I mean, considering how little I actually spend from my buffer, I might be able to get away with like budgeting like a smaller percentage because I budget maybe like 5 to 10%. Maybe I can get away with like 2%, 3%, because according to this, I do a pretty good job of budgeting and being within that budget. So might get away with a lower percentage next year. We'll see. All right. So now the total amount that I spend. This year I budgeted a total of $4,256.95, which came out to, on average, $532.12 per day. The actual amount I spent, $4,326.84, or about $540 per day. Unfortunately, a little bit over budget. Part of the reason is because of this thing, and also like not really accounting for the taxes and fees for the hotel, I believe. And what else did I go over budget? Oh yeah, and gambling. Was I decided to go gamble $100, which I didn't budget for. You know, didn't go over budget too much, which I think I'm pretty happy with. Last year, I budgeted a lot, $6,825.02. Once again, a lot of that was because of Adele tickets. Actually spent $6,081.37. Of course, it was inflated by Adele costs, but without Adele, the total amount spent would have come to $4,737.21, or about $592 per day. So, which is a little bit more overall than San Diego this year. Interesting stuff. Oh God. Sorry, something on my mouth. And then 2 years ago, San Diego budgeted a total of $2,597.59. Actually spent $1,989.16, 1989. So, spent more this year, definitely. I'm sure a lot of that was because of inflation. The hotel costs, I remember, were way more expensive than 2 years ago in San Diego. And I'm looking at next year's hotel prices, because they already have reservations open for next year for TwitchCon. They're about the same price as this year. So it's not going to get much better, unfortunately. So yeah, any other takeaways from this? Yeah, I don't think there's any other takeaways. But here is a chart, a spreadsheet. If you want to take a screenshot of this, I'll give you a few seconds. Basically, summary of all the costs that we went over for your reference if you ever need. Just gonna sit here for a few seconds and play with this little toy that I got from TwitchCon. There we go. Okay, that's enough time. So, in conclusion, what can we conclude? So, what are the contributing factors to this of how much I spent? The most significant were the hotel. Nearly $400 per night on a hotel. I mean, I already booked a hotel for. I booked a reservation already for next year, in case I actually feel like going. But it's a little bit cheaper, but it's still expensive. I think it's like $279 per night for the hotel that I got a reservation for. But I might have to think about maybe getting a hotel further out. Maybe can find some friends to get an Airbnb with. That might make things cheaper. But yeah, hotel costs were a lot, and then also food. If going into next year, I think I need to find a way to actually like not splurge just as much. Because spending $100 a day or budgeting $100 a day and still going over, gotta find a way to fix that, I think. But yeah, ways to reduce costs. Like I said, you can try to split accommodations with friends. So if you reach out to other people that are going, maybe you can get an Airbnb together. I know that's what some people did. Book out as far in advance as possible, because sometimes hotels jack up their costs the closer to an event there is. So if you're pretty committed to going to TwitchCon next year, try to get a hotel now. In fact, get a hotel now, even if you're thinking about it, because usually hotels will not take a deposit, or if they do, it's usually refundable, unless you get one of those like special hotel rates where it's not refundable. Check the terms, check clearly for the terms, and try to get a hotel rate that is refundable so that you have that flexibility. I think it's worth it overall, in my opinion. Unless you're super committed to going to Vegas, then by all means use those non-refundable rates. And don't splurge as much on rooms. I didn't need to get the hotel room with the jacuzzi tub in it. I could have just gotten a regular room, and I could have gotten a hotel that was further out and have to just like walk further, which I could have. Downtown San Diego Gaslamp Quarter is fairly small and very walkable. So, but if you're going to be booking a place further out, you need to consider cost of transportation, especially if you're not able to take the bus, or if it's super inconvenient to take the bus. You need to factor in the cost of taking an Uber or Lyft, which could be like maybe $20 per ride, which might be cheaper than renting a car. But that's the stuff you need to figure out for yourself. And then, don't eat out as much as I did, or choose cheaper places to eat than I did. Yeah. Any other thoughts for anyone that might be lurking? I don't know if anyone else went that's in chat and would like to share how much they spent on things. Anyone going next year? I'm not sure. I'm thinking about going next year. I mean, if I have no other plans, I'm probably going to go. I mean, it's not as much of a burden for me just because it is in San Diego and I live in Southern California. So it's not like I have to like get a flight out to go to a convention. But I am thinking about going to DreamHack next year. So I have to start, and I'm approaching the end of the year, which means I need to think about where I'm thinking about going next year, and how much I'm going to spend on where I want to go. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the end. Yeah, if anyone has any thoughts, let me know. We're going to be transitioning into games, I think. Oh, this is perfect timing. We have 5 minutes until ads. Let's see. Do I have the command for my guide? Did I have to? My TwitchCon guide is updated. I already have a new TwitchCon guide for next year. I think this is the. Oh no, that's different. I think this is different. Okay, yeah, that's the old one. Let me update that command for this year. I already created a new TwitchCon guide for this year. A lot of it is the same. But there is some new information, which I will share once I open it up. I need to create a new bit.ly link. Links. Here we go. Ooh, that's wrong. I want to share, I want to copy this link. There you go. Okay, that's right. Copy link. Okay, cool. So let me update the stream elements command. Where is it? TC guide, here it is. Going to TwitchCon San Diego in October 2025. Okay, so that should be updated. Make sure that this is going to the right place. Yeah, okay. So I guess we should just show this a little bit. Where is this? I don't need this. Actually, I can do it like that. Okay. All right, so this is I already have the TwitchCon guide for next year, 2025. A lot of it is the same. It has all the prices for from this year for budgeting purposes. If you need to figure out how much you're gonna spend, expect some of these prices to go up because that's typical trends. But some of the new information includes links to reservations if you want to get a hotel. We have a link, or I have a link to where you can get that. So if you go here, select attendee, they already have hotels available. So yeah, you can see some of these prices: $318 per night. Card hotels $329, Embassy Suites $279. Ooh, they have I think this is a new $256, but it's 1.2 miles away, so a little bit further out. Might be, it's like that weird in between distance where it's too far to walk, but maybe a little too close to, take an Uber. But yeah, so the guide's there. Ads are about to start, so I will take a break. So feel free to check that guide out, and I'll see you for, I think, more games. We're going to play some games after this. Yeah. See you soon. All right. I wish this camera angle worked better so you can see this little guy that I have on my mic arm. I forgot who gave it to me. It's a little guy with a keycap as a head. Very satisfying. Okay, so I think I have an idea of the game I want to play. We're not going to be playing some Battlefield as I usually do, I don't think. But if for any reason the game that I'm playing doesn't really work out and I'm not feeling it, maybe we'll go to Battlefield. Coming up on another an hour and an hour and a half left on the subathon, but prohibitively expensive. If for any reason you feel like wasting money, if you gift a tier 1 sub, that'll add 2 seconds to the timer. Tier 2 sub will add 3.33 seconds, and a tier 3 sub will add 8.33 seconds. And then seconds will be added to cheers at a rate of 150 bits per second, prorated. So if you just add a bit, it'll add like 6,000ths of a second or something if you want. Legion, if you're out there and if you happen to be lurking, you did cheer 500 bits, which means you can tweet for me 5 characters if you want. But yeah, for milestones, if we ever reach 20 seconds added, I will do 10 seconds of ASMR. If we reach 40 seconds added, we will do karaoke, where I only do the intro. If we reach 60 seconds added, I will cut off 1 inch of hair from 1 strand. And then every 100 seconds, we'll do a wheel spin and see if we'll add an hour to the timer. So if we ever happen to reach that ungodly high number, we will do a wheel spin. And then incentives, if you cheer 250 bits, I will do 1 bean boozled, smelling the bean only. That is I'm sorry, I got distracted by the typo. Okay, anyways, every 10 seconds that we reach, I will do a single squat. And then if you, like I said, if you tweet, if you cheer 100 bits, you can tweet for me 1 character. Or if you do a tier 1 gifted, you can tweet 3 characters. If you happen to do a tier 2 or tier 3 for whatever reason, you'll get the associated multiple. You'll get to tweet more. But yeah, so if you tweet 500 bits, you can decide to tweet for me 5 characters only. Let me fix that timer message. 1 squat. Okay, that's correct. Timers. I'm feeling all jittery now because of that energy drink that I drank. 1 single squat. Okay, that's updated. Yeah, anyways, yeah, that energy drink powder kind of works because I'm feeling a little bit jittery right now. Shout out to Gaia, Gaea, or is it? Yeah, Gaea, Gaia energy drinks. Okay, I want to play a game that I recently got because it was on sale and it seemed pretty interesting on TikTok and kind of funny. It's Thank Goodness You're Here. I saw some clips of it, so I feel like some parts of the game are kind of spoiled for me. But it's supposed to be fun, funny, silly game. So I think we're gonna try to check that out. So let's change category to Thank Goodness You're Here. You can be the first person to redeem last. I don't think anyone redeemed first yet. So I think first is available in the channel points. So if you want to redeem first, I think it's still available. And so once someone redeems first, that'll unlock the last redeem if you want to try to redeem last. Okay, this game requires a controller. It's a good thing I got the controller from the wall behind me. Gameplay. Game capture. Okay. Do I need the music? Okay, I can probably pause the music. I think it might have music. So this is what came up. Ada from the Tarn. Sorry, what? Coal supper. This game uses automatic saving. Do not turn off your machine when this con is displayed. Is there supposed to be sound? Master volume. No sound driver. English dialect, Francais. No sound driver. What do you mean no sound driver? Is it going into game? I hope it's not going into game. There's no sound. Can I add it here? Options. Why does it say no sound driver? Display, full screen window, full screen. Why want to do full screen? Why is there no audio? If I do a new game, there's no audio. Yeah, there's supposed to be audio. Oh, I want to play this game. Let's see if anyone else has this issue. Thank goodness you're here. No sound. No workarounds. By turning off audio, I don't have audio enhancements on. They just disabling the device or all the devices other than the one you want to use.
Who's on first?
CVK!
I mean, the guy's name. Who? The guy
Hello.
first. Who?
Congrats on getting first.
Who? The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute,
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
Dude, if sound doesn't work, we're gonna have to play a different game. Oh, he got last too. I wanted to play this game. Oh, what are there updates? Oh, I can create a profile in the Stream Deck app you're using your current audio configuration. Oh, I don't want to do that. Go back. Let's try opening it one more time. Oh, great. Sounds like stream is not going in your favor since the game's obviously borked. Seems like that. It's this particular game. It's not showing audio. Yeah. I think there's supposed to be audio at this part, but I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, it says no sound driver. There's clearly a sound driver. Like, how else are you all able to hear me? Well, I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time to try to fix it, so I think we're just going to play another game. Which is unfortunate. I kind of want to play this. You can hear me? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just an issue with that game. All right. What can I play? I can play this Mahjong game. We can try it out. And if not, we can try something else. Let's switch categories. Oh, cool. There's no category for this game. Okay, well. The demo. Oh, the demo. Store page. Nah, okay, let's not play this. We could play Okay, let's try this for a little bit. Why not? It's my stream. We're gonna try playing Mahjong Soul. And maybe I'll try to teach people how to play Japanese Mahjong. I might get bits to use a viewer attack thing. I mean, feel free, but you don't have to. Yeah, I added that thing because I was stopped by their booth at TwitchCon. And they had a sign up that says, like, if you use viewer attack in the next 2 weeks, we might gift you subs and bits. So if you feel like doing that, feel free, but it's not worth it for me. I mean, certainly not for adding time to the timer. Okay, we change category to Mahjong Soul. Let's try this out. Download. I also don't. Do I have it as a? Oh, I do have it as a. Yeah. I didn't know if I had the overlay on my OBS, but I think I do. For a viewer attack. That can be heard on stream. Okay, this is a lot of information. I won't be buying bits. The same. Yeah, then don't buy bits. You don't have to. Why does it sound like it's? Oh, okay. Okay. How do I do this? This is a lot of information. This is a bit of overwhelming. Oh, complete today's quiz. Okay, so this gives me some direction. Complete today's quiz. Which tile cannot appear in the beginner-friendly Yaku All Simples? This one? Yeah. That's right. No number tiles with 1 or 9 or any word tile may appear in all simples. Check out all the Yaku details on Yaku Overview. Okay. That I knew. Claim. Check out Yaku Overview one time. Okay. This is probably not going to make sense to a lot of you. But these are all the different ways to have a winning mahjong hand. I'm going to do Richi. Win a hand after you declared Richi. Fully concealed hand. Yeah, I know a lot of this. But I feel like maybe we should do a tutorial. Another tutorial just for like to give everyone else an introduction to how this game works. When the door indicator tile is on the top left corner, when the door indicator tile on the top left corner is 6 character, the Dora tile is 7. Yes. Correct, the Dora tile is the one next in order after the Dora indicator. I can go check out the dorm one time. Okay, let's check out the dorm. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Great. Bunch of currency shit. Complete all 7 days missions to get these. Okay. What if I do, is there a tutorial here? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm doing this tutorial for all of you. Welcome to Mahjong Soul Shrine. Are you here for fun times playing Mahjong as well? Let's learn the basic rules of Mahjong first. Mahjong has 34 different tiles, and they can be sorted into 5 groups. Man, Pin, So, or Su, probably So, Wind, and Dragon. I call these character, dots, and bamboo or bam. It's different names in different cultures. There are different types of melds. So you can have sequences, which is 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 3, 4, 5 in the same suit. You can have triplets, which is 3 of the same exact tile, and you can also have pairs, which is 2 of the identical tiles. The main objective of Mahjong is to complete a winning hand. Usually it means the player has to achieve a hand consisting of 4 sequences or triplets plus a pair. So, for example, in this hand, there's a 3, 4, 5, which is a what do they call it? Sequences, or yeah, 7, 8, 9, or 5, 6, 7, or you can have a triplet these are green dragons, and a pair. To reach that goal, each turn you draw 1 tile from the tile wall, and if it's not the winning tile, you choose 1 tile to discard and maintain a hand consisting of 13 tiles. Step by step, you will get closer to a winning hand. Okay, we're in the middle of a game. Here, let's discard the west tile that's unneeded here. Yeah, because we don't have any other west tiles, it's probably not going to help us. Okay. In addition to the tile group requirement, to win, the winning hand must also contain at least 1 yaku. Basically a requirement. You need to complete at least one of the requirements to have a winning hand. Now I want to introduce a really popular and easily achievable yaku, all simples, also called tanyao, which I think is the Japanese term. If your hand only has number tiles with the numbers 2 from 2 to 8, in other words, does not have honor tiles, which are wind or dragons, or terminal tiles, which are numbers 1 through 9, then it meets the requirement for all simples. Let's try it out. So we're going to discard this 9 since it's a terminal tile. We have a 2. We already have 1 triplet, 2 sequences, and a pair. So this is the triplet, 2 characters, 2 sequences, 6, 7, 8, and 3, 4, 5, and a pair, which is going to be the 2 twos. So once we have completed this last sequence, we have a winning hand, and it meets the requirement for all simples. We're going to discard the 1 since that is a terminal tile. When your hand is waiting for the winning tile like this, you are in tenpai, which basically means 1 away. If you have yaku and are in tenpai, you just need someone to discard the last needed tile, or draw it for yourself to win. So we're looking for a 3 or 5. They just dropped the 3. That's the tile we need. We can win now. Tap the Ron button. You call Ron whenever you win based on a tile that someone else discards. So that was worth 1 Han. Gave me 1,300 points, basically. And I get 1,300 points from the person who discarded the winning tile that I needed. Congratulations on the win, yeah. This is the end of today's practice session. You can review the tutorial by chapter or just check out the revision. So we claim that. I guess I didn't go through these yet. Okay, now chapter 2, Yaku. Let's learn about Yaku. What are Yaku? The red mark on the table has moved. That means the dealer seated east has changed. Yeah, whoever's east is considered the quote-unquote dealer and basically starts off the game. This is an east-win match, so the match ends when every player has been dealer 1 time. Don't think of running away before the match ends. When the match ends, the 4 players will be ranked from 1st to 4th. Do your best and aim for 1st place. The East 2 in the center indicates that the match is at the 2nd game of the East Wind round. East Wind is the current prevalent wind. X69 or times 69 indicates the number of tiles remaining. If this number becomes 0, then this game will end even if no one wins. The W in front of you indicates you are seated west in this game, and west is your seat wind. That'll play into the different kinds of hands that you can play. A triplet of the prevalent wind and a triplet of a seat wind are both very common yakus. If you get 3 west tiles, then you can win with the seat wind west as a Yaku. So yeah, there are various different types of hands that you can play. So like in poker, there you might have like, in order to win, you might need a pair or like a four of a kind or something. Like you basically need to have a certain type of hand in order to be able to win. And one of the ways that you can win is to have a triplet of your seat wind. Since we are seated west, we would need 3 of the west wind tiles in order to have an eligible hand. Or you can have a triplet of the east wind, since this is the east wind round. You can have 2 winds or 2 wind rounds, so you could go, you have an east wind round and then a east wind. Is it south or is it west? You can have 2 rounds, and the second round will be a different wind. I know it's a lot to take in. Just go with it. If any other player discards a tile and you have 2 tiles of the same kind in your hand, you can call pawn to form a triplet. Upon calling pawn, you shall openly place a triplet formed in the corner of the table. Now, don't miss this tile. Tap the pawn button. I'll take your west, please. After you call the pawn successfully, discard 1 tile from your hand. Don't need this green dragon, so we're gonna get rid of it. If the player on your left discards a tile that can form a sequence with 2 tiles in your hand, you can call chi on that tile. And upon calling chi, you shall openly place the sequence formed in the corner of your table. You can call chi on this tile, tap the chi button. Yeah, because we have a 4-5, we can do 4-5-6. After you call chi successfully, discard 1 tile from your hand too. So we get rid of the 2, since that's just like a random loner tile. You now reach 10 pi. When you draw 1 pin or 4 pin yourself or someone else and discards either tile, you win. This is the pin suit. I call it dot. Now let's wait. Oh, if you have 4 of the same tile, you can tap cotton. And these tiles will be placed in the right corner, and you get to draw 1 tile and then discard 1 tile. This is called a close con, and the quad formed here is considered a kind of triplet. So it takes the place of a triplet, even though it's 4. So we're drawing an extra tile because we're using an extra tile to form the place of a triplet. So let's call this for a close con. And it's called close because we're not taking the 6 from someone else. We drew it ourselves. Shame that we didn't win with the drawn tile. Let's discard it. That's what we're waiting for. Call run on this tile. All right. So we won with the seat wind as a Yaku, and then we got 1600 points. The whole process of calculating points is complicated, and I don't have it memorized, so we just rely on the game to calculate it for us. Congratulations, on the win. This is the end of today's practice session. You can review the tutorial by chapter or just check out the revision. Now let's go over Richi. Are you gonna play? There you go. In the upper left corner, there are 5 tiles, but only 1 is revealed. Isn't it strange? This is a Dora indicator tile area. They will indicate the shining Dora tiles like this. The tile next in order after the revealed indicator tile is Dora. So for example, if the 1 mon or 1 character is revealed, then the 2 mon in your hand is the Dora. Basically, these are bonus points. So if you happen to have a tile that is a Dora, that can add points to your total at the end if you win. When you win, the more door tiles you have in your hand, the more points you win, just like I said. All right. When you have neither all simples nor triplet of a prevalent seat or wind, what can you do? Since we haven't called Chi or Pon yet, we can call Richi. It's also a very common Yaku, and whenever I play with friends, it's a pretty common Yaku I try to go for. Basically, in order to call Richi, you're not allowed to steal tiles from other people to complete sets or sequences. Everything that you draw has to be, that you use to complete your hand has to be drawn yourself. Tap the Richi button, pay 1,000 points as Richi bet, and discard a tile to make your hand. Yeah, that's another thing. In order to call Richi, you're basically depositing 1,000 points to bet that you're gonna win. While paying 1,000 points is a pain, and you can't change your hand after calling Richi, you're basically committing. You will have Richi as Yaku, and you only need to draw a tile and discard it until you win. So what am I waiting for? I think I'm waiting for 5, 6, 7, 8. I win Ippatsutsumo since so I drew the tile. It was my turn, and it's what I need. Ippatsu is a Yaku that comes into effect if the player wins within the next turn after declaring Richi. Basically, you win on your first go around before their next discard without interruptions from other players' calls. As a reward for winning with Richi, you also get the chance to have another door coming into effect. Let's check out what the Uradora tile is. The hidden door was south. East, south, west, I think it was. And since I drew the winning tile, everyone pays me. Not just the person who gave me my the tile that I needed. It's a pity we didn't have any Uradora tiles in this hand, but even like this, we win with bigger winning points since we have both Richi and Ippatsu. Congratulations on the win, ya! This is the end of today's practice session. You can review the tutorial by chapter or just check out the revision. Alright, one more chapter. And then we can probably actually play a game. Oh, when your point count. Okay. Oh, you're awake. I have played the game halfway for you, yeah? Check out your hand. We have so many mon tiles. Oh. Sorry, this hand looks a bit weird. This hand is aiming for a Yaku called Half Flush, where aside from honor tiles, all the number tiles belong to one suit. Currently, we're waiting for the 1, 4, or 7 man, making this a very advantageous hand. The thing, so this is a description of what the half-flush Yaku is. It only contains a number of tiles, contains number tiles from one suit, in this case the mon or character suit, and also has special honor tiles like the wind tiles or the dragon tiles. While it is worth 3 Han, after you make a call, the worth will be 1 Han less, become 2 Han. So if you steal from another person, it reduces in value. But as we have discarded the 1 mon before, that means we are in Tenpai waiting for tiles, including one that was discarded before by ourselves. This is called the discard Furiten. So if you previously discarded a tile that you're now suddenly waiting on, you can't win off that tile. It's a weird rule. When one is in Furiten, they can only win by sumo and not by run. Yeah, that's weird. Aside from discard Furiten, there are also 2 other types of Furiten called temporary Furiten and Richi Furiten, but I won't go deep into those here. Yeah, I don't know all the Furiten rules. That's a little bit more advanced for me. And I sometimes forget about the rules. But I guess we discard this 2 bamboo, since we don't need it. Grr can't wait for the other 3 players to discard any of the winning tiles in this situation. Try to draw the winning tile on your own. Believe in yourself. And we did. That's a win by Sumo. Sumo. Okay. Congratulations on the win. This is the end of today's practice session. Cool. We get it. And I think that's it for the tutorial, right? Yeah. Oh, hi there, new player. My name is Ichime. Never played Mahjong before? Well, let me teach you then. Okay, this is basically just a little slideshow of everything. What's in the event? What are the events? Okay, I really don't care about this. How do I get out? Illustration. Okay. Cool. And there's a shop. Oh, okay. These are, wow, scantily clad. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, and they have pools, just like freaking Genshin. Okay, I have to play 1 match. Let's do this quiz. The combination that can call chi on the last player's discard 6 is this one. Since it does 4, 5, 6, it's a sequence. Okay. Okay, let's play 1 match. Can we just do like a computer match? 4-player Mahjong. Or how do we do this? What if I do join? No, that didn't work. Versus, oh, that's what I want to do. Versus AI. 5 plus 20 seconds. Hopefully I can remember all the different Yaku. I don't. Ooh, okay. I am east, I don't need this. Don't need a west. 3, 4, 7, 8, 1, 5, 5, 9. That could work. Two is not helpful. I'm waiting for a white dragon. I know it's weird that this is a dragon, just trust me. I'm gonna hope for a closed hand. Do I need this? Dude, this game typically... Oh, I'm Ricci? How am I Ricci? Oh, okay. We'll call Ricci, sure. And we'll get rid of this, which means we're waiting on a 2 or a 5. Okay, calm down. 2 or 5 of character, or mon. Come on, give it to me. Nope, that's the wrong 2. Come on! Ron, fucking finally, dude. And then... Okay, cool. I thought it would end there for whatever reason. Give me some goddamn time to figure this out. Oh, I should have discarded the green dragon. I'm so stupid. Okay. Maybe we can go all simples. Skip. White dragon. God, give me... Calm down. Nope. No. What don't I need? Ooh, red Dora tile. I don't know how I can fit this into my hand. We're gonna figure it out. We only have 33 tiles left, though. Hold on. Can I win on simples with the... I don't know what I'm doing. Six. Oh, we're gonna do it like an all pung hand. Or pawn. I don't know if this is gonna work out. Dude, I only have 16 tiles left. Sure. Get rid of the 6. Pawn. Get rid of that. Okay, we're actually 1 away. We're in Tenpai. What? Can I... Oh, this... Oh, I can't do anything with this. Darn. East. Freaking... I was the only one... Okay. So if we reach the end and no one wins, basically... points get thrown around for people that are 1 away. Oh, that's it. I won. Okay, what happened? So I can play... I completed this. I won a game. And I won a game with the Yaku Richi. Okay, I had to do a quiz. You have this, and the opposite player discards a 4. Ichime can I can pawn. Because a pawn is a triplet of the same tile. Yep, if you have a pair in your hand, you can call pawn on any of the tile discarded by other players. And then we can check out the log one time. Oh, there's my log. I played this before, apparently, so. Oh, can I change my name? Oh, I can't change my name. Because I need this thing. God damn it. What if I just create a new account? Uh-huh. You'll be in charge of supervising. Okay, I don't care. No. No, we're good. We're just gonna skip all of this. I don't care about the story. Okay, I got an illustration. Wonderful. Okay, we'll play this a little bit more. I checked out the log. Why didn't I get credit for checking out the log? Oh, okay, there you go. You have to actually go in. Okay, that's done. Watch one ranked match on the watch page. Which of the following was Yaku? A Dora, a Red 5, or all simples? It's all simples. Dora and Red 5 are just ways to add extra points, but they're not Yaku themselves. This one should be, I can watch one ranked match. Let's see some actual sweats play this game. How do I do this? How do I watch a match? Throne room, gold room. Oh. What do you mean starting in? I don't get it. Okay, complete today's quiz. What the triplet of which tile type is a Yaku when the game is in this situation? East. East. Seat wind and prevalent wind are both east. So the triplet of east tiles is a Yaku here. What's this quiz? Which tile is needed to win with the hand shown below? 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. So I think we need to complete this. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so it's either a 4 or 6 of this. Yeah. Get either 4 pin or 7 pin, and you have a winning hand. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Okay, that's something. All right. Okay, we'll do one. I'm feeling let's just do one more. I don't feel like playing this a lot. I need. How the heck do people take 5 seconds to make a decision? I feel like I need a minute sometimes. Five does not look helpful, but we'll discard east, and we'll probably get rid of this green dragon next. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool. Ooh, a white dragon. Okay, we'll get rid of these, I guess, and we'll get rid of that. So we have a good situation here with the straight. Oh, okay. We'll get rid of 1. This is a triplet. Green dragon we don't need. Oh, you're Ricci already. Ooh, I'm Ricci? 4, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I just need a. Okay. Yeah, we're Ricci. Thank goodness it told me. 1, 2, 3. Let's go with this one, I guess. Hopefully I win. Run! Easy clap. Oh, we got the Uradora. Oh, shit. We got a ton of points. Thank you for your 8,000 points. Oh, it just ends there because I totally curb stomp them. Okay, can I make it minimum points to win? Can we change that? I want to actually play a full game. Create room. Let's see if we can fit a... minimum... Oh. What if it did like 60,000? Or... 3 red 5s, 4 red 5s. Oh, let's put them on normal difficulty. Alright. I don't know if we can finish this in 2 minutes, but we're probably gonna run this game into ads. So ads are about to start in 2 minutes. And once we come back, we might just go into another game. Because I don't know if I want to play this for another 40 minutes. Just wanted to try it out. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, interesting. 9, no thank you. I guess we're gonna go for all simples. 6, I think that's useful. Ooh, I skip 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Okay. 7, no. West, no thank you. Oh, I'm Richie because, okay, how? But I'm foodie 10 on both of them. Shit. Okay, how do I get a foodie? Shit, how do I do this? Oh, crap. Which one? What? I don't get the food. Oh my god. I don't know how to do this. I don't have time. I don't have time to think. Friggin'. I don't have many other options to win. I'm screwed. Oh my god. That was total luck. And I barely had any other thinking time. Don't need that. Nines. Okay, this is not looking good. 8? Sure. I'm good. 5. What if we go for all pairs? That's a specific type of hand. The 7 pairs. It's 7 pairs hand. Yeah, let's go for 7 pairs. Why not? Nope, I don't want that. God damn it. 2? I don't know if that was a good discard. A lot of the time I'm just like going off by feel. No. Give me a tile I need. God damn it. At least I didn't lose points. Nah. Get rid of those souths. It's not the wind I need. 112245. Oh, I don't need this friggin' weird. Okay, that works. That's a pair. We could do like a pure double chow type of situation. If we get 12233 somehow. Wishful thinking. Good. Ooh, okay. Well, let's get rid of a 9. I'm gonna skip. Oh, god damn it, dude. Okay, it's 4, 5, 6. 1122. I'm Reachy? How? 123. Oh, I need another 3. Oh, this is not a good Reachy because I don't have many options to wait. But if I get it, I get pure double chow. Or I don't know what the Japanese term for it is. Run! I got it. I needed a 3 bamboo. So Ricci, they call it pure double sequence. So pure double sequence is this. See how it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, all of the same suit? That's pure double chow or pure double sequence. South, goodbye. Goodbye, Green Dragon. Let's get rid of a 3. I'm hoping for a White Dragon here. Let's get rid of this 5. Get rid of the 3. You can hope for an 8 or maybe a 7. 1, 2. No, I don't need. No, I don't need a 1 bamboo. Ooh, I can do Khan. Let's do Khan. Hopefully, we get a White Dragon. Eh. Oh, come on. No thanks. Freaking 6 I don't need. This isn't looking good. No thanks. No thank you. No 2-pin. Ah! You got a Mangon. Mangon is like one of like a nicer hands. Like if you get a Mangon, that's like, ooh, that's a decently good hand. I won. Okay, we have. Should we just do like? It's like, what am I gonna do for 30 minutes? What game can I play for 30 minutes? Because I'm done with this. Let's play. What if we just do Hades? Yeah, let's just do Hades. We can do Hades for 30 minutes. Just regular Hades. We don't have Hades 2. Do I remember how to play? Not really. Is the controller going to connect? Waiting for the controller to connect. Once again, I mean, if we ever reach the first milestone of 20 seconds added, I will do, was it 10 seconds of ASMR? As every sub is 2 seconds added to the timer. Tier 2 sub is 3.33. And a tier 3 sub, if you're stupid enough to give me a tier 3 sub, that is 8.33 seconds added to the timer. I'm going to do a squat every 10 seconds added. So we're just 0.7 seconds away from me doing one single squat. Why isn't this controller connecting? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, that's that. Okay, so I don't have that, but I do have that. Okay, A is dash, X is this thing. That's that. B is that, but I need to kill you in order to get that diamond thing. I don't know what that is. It's like a charge attack or something. You can take a lot of damage. I don't like this.
What'd I miss?
Does this? I don't think I need music. Why isn't this input thing working? Hold on, I have to change. I have to fix something in here. Browser. Browser stream mix. Browser monitor mix. This needs to be system stream mix, system monitor mix. I had to fix something in Stream Deck. Okay. What's this?
Coronach hungers.
Press hold X to fire. Release, press Y to volley fire. Oh. Release X while flashing to power shot.
That kind of hurt.
Huh? Oh. Release X while flashing to power shot. I don't get it. There you go. Oh, so I had to time it correctly. Okay, we'll try it out.
I live again, boyo.
I don't know what I'm doing. Where do I go?
Through all that, the way to the surface.
Oh, okay, here. Oh. Tartarus.
Far be it from me to raise my hand against your father, dear nephew. Although I do suppose old Hades has it coming, doesn't he?
Lightning strike. Your attack emits chain lightning when you damage a foe. Your special causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Press Y for specials with unique attack. Let's try that. Why not?
Is my hair sticking up?
Oh, God, you're an enemy. All right. Ah, okay, I'm already dying.
Heads up.
I already
Am I
lost a lot of...
interrupting something?
Hello? Ah, I'm not used to this. I keep on thinking it's a sword. Okay, I'm not using this right. I need to get used to it. Oh, God. Oh, it did
Didn't
something.
think so.
You got a
This
key
can unlock
thingy.
a weapon back at home.
Okay, anything else I can see around here? Eh. What is this? Huh? Oh, I'm about to die.
The power
Ooh.
of the gods.
Your dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Can I change? Did I change the audio settings? Oh, that's why. Is that too loud? Yeah, I can turn it down. Okay, that's probably more manageable. Actually, let's turn it down a little bit on my end.
Got to keep pushing.
Ooh, what's here? I'm at 17. Oh. Ah! Keep on. Anyone else? Oh, there's more. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, God. No. Oh my God, I
Nectar.
survived.
Who should I give this to?
Oh, I have different things I need to do? Alright. This is probably where we die some more. We only have 4 health left. Oh! There's more.
Again?
Oh, god damn it. Hey, Bri. Hey, Bri guy, how are you? You love this game? Yeah, this is pretty fun.
Tough break.
Give to friend. To a friend, okay. Who are my friends here? Oh. Hi, sorry. Ooh, I can gift you something. What are you playing on? PC with a controller. Right, oh, right trigger, stupid. I'm pressing left trigger.
Surprise, Hypnos. I got you this.
Whoa, 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 you can't bring that in here. Just kidding. Thanks. But wait, I'll trade you. Look.
Oh. Oh, I got a heart
Cheers,
thing.
Hypnos.
New keepsake for the coin purse. That was a lot of...
Did you just get chomped by one of those little numbskulls again? Oh, that is definitely rough. I guess you must have done something to make the fates real mad.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Great.
Too bad, boy.
Give a little... Ooh, I can talk to.
You really ripped the lounge to pieces, boy? I hope you didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
Oh.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
Ooh.
Cheer up, boy. It'll be all right.
Let's give a little pet.
How's my favorite boy doing, huh?
Oh. So cute. Alright, let's talk to this guy, I guess.
He's back already, Cerberus. Just as I indicated.
It's me.
I'm standing right here, Father.
I'm sorry he disturbed your rest again, Cerberus. You've done a good job. The realm is well defended still to the high standard that you set.
Shady. Hi.
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Thank goodness there are voice actors
no.
saying all these lines,
Oh,
otherwise I
well,
have to
he
say
came to
them
do
all
so.
myself.
She's always worried Father's going to fire her even without something like this.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you.
Wonder where Nyx went.
Nyx? Let's reflect
Night
on
to protect
ourselves.
me.
And I don't have the money to reflect. Okay. So if I want you to tweet hi, I cheer. Yes, that's exactly how it works. It's a lot of money to spend to tweet hi, but that's something if you want to do that, you can.
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist.
Okay. Ah.
No, keep hitting me.
I'm trying to get the timing of this right. 77.
Nice one.
Yeah. How many of these do I have?
Go again.
Oh, to check the display case. It's,
That's something
oh,
you should try.
receive 100 to spend as you please. Oh. So I can equip this, and then that'll help me.
Okay.
I have 2, so I can't buy these. All right, let's just go for it.
Darkness, give me strength.
Nearly 15 minutes left on the timer.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours. So call me if you need anything, especially to smash your enemies to bits.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
what's this?
Your call makes you surge into foes while impervious for 1.2 seconds. Press right trigger for an Olympian's aid if you have such a boon. I don't know if I do. Use 1 stock of your god gauge or all 4 stocks for a much stronger effect. Okay.
The wrath of Poseidon at my beck and call.
Whatever that means. Oh. Oh. Okay. That might have been a waste. But now I know. What?
More louts.
Oh, I pressed. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, Bri. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's take care of this. The tweet 69. Okay, perfect. Let's get this tweet started. And I can't attribute it to you. It's just gonna be 69. There you go. I tweeted 69. If you need a link to my Twitter /X, there it is. And since we reached 10 seconds added to the timer, I have to do 1 squat. This is the awkward placement of this chair. Let's do it a second. That was kind of aided by the chair, so I need to. Do a proper squat. There we go. There's a free squat. I hope that was worth it, but it probably wasn't. How many does it do? Hold on. Let's look at the settings for lurk bait. It's just going crazy. What was the multiple? Come on, show the settings. Somewhere down here, right? Oh, it's a minimum of 20. Minimum of 20? Is that what, did I read that right? Maximum multiple cast is 5. Minimum bits is 20, and I'm assuming it's a multiple of 20. Multiple cast for big hits. Triggers multiple cast for bits cheered multiple times larger than a minimum. Okay, do we leave it at 20? Let's change it to 50. This is the prohibitively expensive Subathon after all. Save and close. There you go. But it does a max of 5 anyway, so it's like not like it really matters. All right. Thank you, Bry Guy, for the 200 bits. Entirely unnecessary, but you did add like however many seconds, a minuscule amount of seconds to the timer. Let's play some more Hades for 10 more minutes. I'm probably about to die because I suck. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we won.
Over there. A key to a weapon.
I lost like so much health there. Ooh. Where the Anyone else? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. Oh, I hit my friggin'. No.
A centaur heart.
A centaur heart. Oh, I gained some life.
Going for a bit.
Gained max life. All right. Making progress. Okay, we need to earn currency to reflect on ourselves. Hopefully we can do that.
You kill me, I kill you.
Stay away, please. There's a lot of you. We did it. Is this your first time playing this game? Sort of. Yeah, I mean, I never completed it, so I played like a few hours of it before on a previous stream. Maybe. I think I have it on my Switch, but I never really made much progress. Stay away. Let's do one of these. Oh no! I totally. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted to do. Oh God. Oh, damn it.
All right then.
Hi.
It's fun watching the pool of sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and sometimes somebody pops out of there like you. House staff and guests of honor, no one else. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
Well, sign me in then.
Oh. Interesting. Learn more by having conversations with him. Okay, so I have to talk to these people a lot. Alright. I'm not going to read all of this. Let's talk to some people.
Blood and darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
True.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as Lord.
Alright. I don't want to renovate. Oh, you're back.
Alas, you have seen much of Hypnos lately, child. I hope you find his disposition somewhat tolerable. Please tell me plain if this is not the case.
Oh, he's not so bad, Nix. Be proud of your sleepy, cheerful son. Who else among us is able to muster that kind of enthusiasm?
Your enemy is not the wretched dead, and not your father, lad. It is the underworld itself. It has been fashioned to prevent escape. You must have seen by now how all the chambers seem to rearrange themselves.
The underworld itself. My enemy. I'll do my best anticipating its surprises, sir.
You know what I did last time? I was playing the Hades Town musical soundtrack. Like, this is different from the musical. Anyone else I can talk to? Sorry, I keep on waking you. I don't really mean to do that.
Hey, the lounge is
Oh,
open.
yeah, there's more people here. Hi.
Oh, the prince himself. You want to talk to me?
Yeah,
Me?
trying to just walking around.
Oh, wow.
It's just me.
I just wanted to say the lounge looks wonderful, as good as new. Better. I hope it's not been too much trouble patching up.
I have to clean the rafters.
Okay. All
Thanks
good.
for all your hard work. Greetings, chef.
No, I can't talk to you. Ooh. Oh, I can trade. What can I trade?
Greetings, broker.
Ooh. Used to permanently grow stronger. Limited time offer. I don't have enough, I don't think. Alright. Anyone else I could talk to? No, I don't think so. Wait, what? Nothing. Yeah, I don't have enough here. You didn't look at the blinky light thing, did you? No, I did not. It was kind of enticing, but I was... Let's see.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess.
Anything else I missed? I don't think so. Who said that? Okay, maybe we have time for like one more run. And then we have to call off this subathon.
Skelly.
You're getting pretty strong, I'll give you that, boyo. Strong enough to smack a guy like me right up against the wall and I'd go straight to pieces. Boom! You just remember, when you're duking it out, the walls are your friend.
Smack guys against walls. Sound advice as ever, mate.
Okay. Ooh, I can get... Should I get this? Let's try it out.
Aegis, shield of chaos.
Ooh.
Lend me your power.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Press X to bash, hold X to defend. Got it. Y to throw.
Wow.
Press X while dashing to dash strike. Got it. Okay, let's just
Bye, everyone.
try this out.
That sound.
Tartarus.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zagman.
Dionysus.
How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot.
Listen,
Let
I'm
me see what I can
trying.
do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Okay, your attack inflicts hangover. Okay, let's just go with this.
Leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here. Whoops.
Whoops, indeed. Oh,
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to perhaps map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
listen, this is the run. We're gonna get out. One way or another.
Wretches.
Ah, well, off to a great start. Oh, there's these guys.
Gemstones. I'll take them.
Don't mind if I do. Anything else? All right. All right, that is the end of the subathon. We're gonna finish the stream right after we die.
Get dead.
Ooh.
Good enough.
Oh, more coins. Or do we want this thing? Let's go for the lightning bolt, I guess. I like how it just says subathon.
Brimstones.
I think it's funny how I'm finding literal stones.
Just what I wanted.
Ooh.
That shield of yours called Aegis. Why, in fact, it's mine from long ago, young man. I've no more need of it, of course, but how you found it, you shall have to tell me once you're here.
I mean, it was there in the fight lounge thingy. Your special causes lightning bolt strike. Sure. Don't feel like reading everything. Ooh, well, let's go for more health.
Pests.
Ugh.
More coming.
Yeah. Ah! Who's trying to get... Yay! Anything else around here? Oh, come on. That was pretty satisfying. Oh, what is that?
Let's go, lads.
Let's go. Oh, they're like boss. God, these people have a lot of it. Oh, stop. Stop getting away from me. They have like two. I was scared of. Ah, they keep on dodging. Yeah. Nice.
That's what you get. Olympus, I accept this message.
Ooh. Your special inflicts hangover. Let's try one of these.
Skullomats.
Ugh. Oops. Ooh.
Got it.
Do I want that or this? Let's find out what this is. Oh, hello.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Mm-hmm. What a way with words. Well, I can buy an upgrade.
Thank you, mate.
After your special hits, the nearest blah blah. Try that.
Modified.
Okay.
Long way from home. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There you are.
Uh-oh. Survive for 45 seconds. Ooh, this might not be possible.
What else? So close.
No! Oh my god.
Enough.
There we are. I'll hang on to these.
Oh my god, my heart was beating so hard. Hello. Well, that's a good way to end stream. Let's just... what do we do?
Oh, surprise.
Surprise. Let's just talk to some people.
Oh, hey there, Dooza. How's your endless toil treating you?
It was a little bit better this time.
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could you know, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to.
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Okay.
Well, well, well.
Hi.
I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet?
Nah.
Or looking for more pain and suffering?
They're still getting through it.
More pain and suffering for sure. After all, you taught me to appreciate the finer things.
You keep telling yourself that, boy. But mark you my words, sooner or later this life that you have chosen for yourself shall teach you I was right.
Alright, Mr. Know-It-All.
Good talk. Good talk.
Ooh. Okay, so I guess I want... Oh, what are these? Gets rid of the huge clumps of fur shed by Cerberus. Contains faint traces of the past if you look closely. Oh. Interesting. Underworld renovation, an enhancement to some part or artifact of the ever-shifting underworld. Treasure chest worth more the faster you slay the... Okay.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
What is it that you're on about?
Yeah, shush. Anyone else I can talk to?
Say, I was wondering, Achilles, any news of Orpheus of late? I've not seen him around here in some time. He's still paying his dues.
Orpheus.
That I believe he is, lad. Your father, he was none too pleased with him last time I saw him here. I tried my best to simmer down the situation, but you know how it goes. I hope your father cuts his sentence short.
I hope so too.
Anyone else I can talk to? I'm assuming this has to get unlocked at some point once I complete something. Okay, anyone I could talk to here? What can I examine? Is there anything I can see? Oh, here.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than nothing.
What can I trade?
What's new?
Alright. I don't know if I want to do that yet.
Nyx must be someplace else.
Yeah. She likes to disappear. Okay, I have 30. Death Defiance. Restore 50% instead of dying when your life total is depleted to 1. 1 time per rank. That sounds great. Let's do that.
Nyx's strength.
Anyone else I can talk to here?
Let me give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
I'll keep that in mind, mate.
Yeah. Alright. I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. Let's get out of here. Cool. That was fun. Who? Oh my god, people are liking the tweet. Bri, what have you done? Okay. Is there anyone we can raid out to? I have an idea. It feels like, oh. It sounds okay. Okay, I have an idea of who we're gonna raid out to. She's not on stream, but she's doing a charity stream for the Fred Hutch Cancer Center. So we're gonna spread some love there. We're gonna go right into Allie Nee 8, cousin Allie, cousin of Lady Amelthea. So if you have some money that you would like to support, you can use that to put towards cancer research. She's just basically, I think, doing like a kitten cam. So, but we're gonna say hi. Met Ali at TwitchCon. Cool person. You know, any friend of Lady Amelthea is gotta be a good friend. So let's see if we can get this raid started. Raid. Okay, great. Feel free to stick around, copy one of the raid messages that should be popping up in chat shortly. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the subathon. We added a whopping 10.67 seconds to the timer. Thank you to Iron Legion for your subs and bits, and thank you to Bry Guy for your bits. I did one squat today, and I tweeted twice. Whatever you tweeted with like very minimal characters, but we got it done. Next stream is probably going to be on Tuesday, regular stream. Doing what? I don't know. We're waiting for the early access thing for Delta Force to come out, but that's going to be like middle October next month. So we got to find some other games to play on stream. Thanks to everyone who came by. Thanks to all the lurkers. Go eat and sleep and hydrate and do all that good stuff. Take care of yourselves. That's it, right? Yeah. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.